So, after he left the WWE in, 2005-ish? 2006 or somewhere?
About 2005. Well, because he wrestled Randy in he wrestled Shawn in 2005. He wrestled Randy in 2006. Then he was.
Yeah, that was his last match, I think.
Yeah. Yep.
So after that, he went to TNA.
Yeah.
And he actually, instead of going to TNA, he did a couple little stints somewhere else, like what was it, WWA or something like that.
Yeah, just a little, yeah.
But as far as a major promotion, he goes to TNA, but he's not only in front of the camera. Supposedly, he is part owner in it.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if he was part owner, but Hawk was good about making decisions for himself and making sure that he was going to be taken care of. So I'm sure he had complete creative control.
Oh yeah, he had some type of.
And something. I'm sure, because I remember the first night he came out, I was excited, and him and Eric Bischoff come out, and they took away the 6-sided ring.
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't like that because, to me, that's what made TNA was a 6-sided ring.
Like you're watching, you're just watching and you just have to go through Spike Chain. You're like, whoa, wrestling. Okay, 6-sided. How did he do this? Okay, let me.
Right. It was something totally different, hadn't been seen before.
Yeah.
And it was like the guys with TNA didn't look like wrestlers. Like they were smaller guys, like compared to WWE. So like you'll watch it. But I think too they were also saying like Hogan had an issue with that also, and then he changed the colors from red or whatever their colors were to SmackDown. Not just Hogan, but like they came in and they changed a lot, and it was like it was like to me it felt like late WCW, like when they just
like the
wrestlers had control of
like they were running the asylum, so to speak.
And it was just like, cause then, like rest in peace. Scott Hall came in and he was bloated, still wearing his trunks. And then it was like every storyline that they did was who's the mystery man, who's this, who's behind everything. And it was always because first it was Immortal. They had the group Immortal.
Mm-hmm.
Then it was revealed that Hogan was the mastermind. Then they did the Bullets. Was it Aces and Eights storyline? Same thing. It was just like
which I like the Aces and Eights. When it first started, I thought it was a great storyline. It was probably the hottest thing they had going. And it was basically because Sons of Anarchy was so big then. That's why they went the biker route.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But it did kind of get off track.
Like NWO when they had everybody standing outside the ring.
Yeah, it did kind of. I see what they were trying to do.
And then I can't remember the booking, I could be wrong. But it should have been one of those things of where it's like AJ was supposed to be the hero, but then Hogan and Sting teamed up and took them all out or something like that. Because I remember at Bound for Glory, Hogan turned face because they were jumping Sting. And Hogan turned face and like he started beating up Aces, or maybe it might have been.
I think you're right, but I remember the big reveal. I think wasn't it the Bubba thing?
Bubba was supposed to marry Brooke Hogan.
Yeah, and he was end up being the leader of Aces and Eights, which I actually think I might be wrong on this, but I think I remember seeing on Bubba's podcast that him and Brooke actually were in a relationship for about a year and a half, which I think now he's still with Velvet Sky.
Oh yeah, Velvet Sky.
Yeah, I think
Velvet Sky.
Yeah,
but
that's beside the point.
Yeah, but like I said, it's like it's just something about but that dynamic between Hogan and Bischoff though, I like it, but at the same time too, it's also like you gotta watch out when those two were together. Just saying, but it was like at the same time too. But I'm like, it's Hogan, so you give him a pass, which leads into 2014, where who wants to touch the subject first?
Is this the sex tape type thing?
The sex, but the part that
what happened during the sex tape?
Yes, or the things. Yeah, the things he said.
I don't condone what he said with dropping the N-bombs and all that. I don't condone it. I can understand where he was coming from, being a father to a girl.
Yeah.
I don't agree with what his reasoning. I don't. I can under. I'm not saying I don't. When I say I understand where he's coming from, not because his daughter was seeing a black guy. Just that I can see
him trying to protect his daughter.
Protect his daughter. Yeah. Not that has nothing to do with the race.
Right.
What he said, and I think what he said out of anger.
Sure.
I don't really think that he had that. I could be wrong. I did not know the man personally, but I don't think that he meant entirely everything he said.
Yeah.
I think it was said out of anger, because we have all said stuff out of anger.
We've all said something
that after we say we regret saying.
Damn, I shouldn't have said it like that.
Right, and that's just. I mean.
That's anybody.
Anybody. And anything. We've all said it to friends or to loved ones.
I say, hell, family, for that matter.
Yeah. We've all said it to the family. I mean, we've said stuff that we regret saying after we said it, but that's because we were pissed off, we were angry at the time, and a lot of times when you're angry, you say stuff that you don't mean.
So, I'm gonna be honest though. Being of a generation where coming from a generation where sticks and stones, then you get to a generation where it's like, now it's words can hurt. I'm like, when he came out and he said it, I'm like, okay, maybe because I'm jaded from it, but it's like, like, okay, like
yeah, he said it,
but he said it. So what? There's people that says things worse, or there's people that are just doing foul things to people out there, to where it's like Hulk Hogan says something, and I'm like, part of me too is wrestling fan. It's Hulk Hogan. Yeah. Like, it's not messing up ruining my day. It's not making me go, oh my gosh, is this how everyone feels? It's like, no, honestly, I just didn't care. But it's like, I don't think he deserved to get treated the way he did all the way up until, not even just that, but even when you go into his political views, like, he's Republican. He's supporting the Republican Party. Oh, well.
And, I mean, and look how far him and Donald Trump went back. I mean, they go back to the 80s.
Oh, yes. Yeah, they go way back.
I mean, to
WrestleMania 4.
And 5.
Yep. Yeah. So, it's like...
Which I saw that building when I went to my daughter's wedding.
Nice.
We stayed almost right by. I could look right down. You had to drive by it to get to where I was like, that's where WrestleMania 4 and 5 took place.
Nice.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
But the fact that something like that, people... Plus, it's like people are just so sensitive, where it's like, now they want you to lose everything because you don't have the same opinion as them. And I think that's what it is with Hogan. It's like, he said what he said.
Yeah. He said what he said.
And it's...
it's not like he... God forbid, he didn't kill anybody.
Yeah,
he wasn't, OJ. He wasn't Chris Benoit.
Yeah.
He wasn't Jimmy Snuka. He didn't kill. He said some things.
He just said that.
And according to Teddy Long, Ric Flair had said worse to him. To Teddy, and nobody jumps down, Rick's throat like that.
I think it's because Hogan's he's a bigger fish.
He was a big role model.
Yeah, and then on top of that too is like here's what I didn't like. I didn't like the way WWE handled it up until until the last time I saw him. Which is, let's not acknowledge it, but acknowledge it, which is to show that water's under the bridge. We're just going to have Hogan stand beside a black guy now every time he comes.
Yep. Right.
It's like, that's making it worse.
Way worse.
like, oh, it's gonna be what they were the host of WrestleMania 36.
The one in Tampa Bay.
In Tampa, it was Hogan and Titus O'Neil, who we haven't seen, and Lord knows how long. Then all of a sudden they just go stand beside Hogan. Y'all the co-host of WrestleMania.
Yeah.
It's like because they don't want. It's like they're booing, and then it's like no, that's you're just deflecting. That's all they deflected the situation. If anything, but WWE doesn't want to do that. Where it would have been cool just to have Hogan say, "I said some things and I apologize," and do it in front of a crowd. They'll forgive.
That's all you had to do.
Right.
But they just kept ignoring it, and it just kept building and building.
Yeah.
Up until the last appearance of Hogan on WWE TV.
Which for the Netflix.
Yes.
The Netflix. And I felt bad.
So did I.
I felt horrible actually that for him. And I think that it is being fed.
Oh, absolutely.
Because now, in this day and age, society can be brainwashed.
Oh yeah.
So
easily to one narrative or another. If you want somebody to feel this way, you can brainwash them.
All you have to do is post it.
Yes.
Well, he said this.
With the social media craze, the way social media is,
Oh my God.
and I don't see it ever going away.
No, it's not.
It's only going to get worse because as technology gets better, there'll be some other kind of.
Because what's going to happen? I hate to say this. God forbid, I hate to say this.
Sad.
But if Vince McMahon goes, it's going to be even worse.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, not if, but when Vince McMahon goes, it's going to be worse. And it's going to be like, it's like they just forget everything that a person. Because here's how fickle these people are. They like to go against the founding fathers of the United States. And it's like, you're going back, now y'all done went back 517?
Yeah.
Went back, 300 some years? And it's like about 400 years and y'all are now. It's like y'all just want everyone, if nobody agrees or does something that you don't agree with, you just want them to lose everything. And it's like, well, Hogan, I'm like, come on. Forget what 2014, yes, he said it. Yeah. But he did he built wrestling, he basically carried wrestling on his back.
Yeah, so
and he gets a pass to me.
He tried.
Everybody gets a pass.
I mean, and I'm not saying anything is right about, like I said, again, what he said.
Yeah.
But, and I'm not saying
that it wasn't
that a white person gets a free card to but I will say that Hulk Hogan had been in that culture for years. I mean, every
black person.
Yeah, I mean,
and just about every black person that's a wrestling fan know Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, and
Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold, John Cena.
Hulk Hogan was big into the hip hop world and big into hip hop back in the 80s.
Yep.
I mean, he was putting up back in the 80s, and I can get fact checked if they want to fact check, but I'm pretty sure that he actually helped like Run DMC and Slick Rick and type of that with backings back in the day. Oh, yeah. I mean, I do know he had like some early recordings, like reel-to-reel recordings of like Run DMC and Grandmaster Flash and that kind of stuff. And you know, I remember watching Stevie Ray's podcast one time. And he was talking, and this was probably 2015, 2016. So it was right after the whole Gawker thing. But he said, you know, they wanted him to say, I'm furious at him, I hate him, and he was like, no.
Yeah.
He was like, he was like, Hulk Hogan did more for me and my brother. Yeah. Which is Booker T's his brother.
Right.
And done more for me and my brother than anybody. He was like, you know, he believed in us when nobody else did. You know, Sid got him in the company. But once they were there, Hulk Hogan was the one that was like, you know, we need to push these guys. And, you know, I remember him saying, you know, they came, always made sure that we were okay. He was raised around that culture and that people, so that was like, it was like, not saying, but it was kind of like, you know, he was brought up in the hood, and so you know, you pick up certain dialect, you pick up certain swag, you pick up certain, and I'm not saying that it was. It's
we're not justifying it.
Yeah, I'm not justifying it at all, but I do think that that had a lot to do with it too.
Yeah.
But with just him being in that life.
Yeah, being that outgoing people are always trying to take that and just twist that crap around anyway.
Yeah.
Especially when it gets big news and what they get what they want to get. There's a big story and a bunch of lies and just a whole bunch of publicity basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's and they'll never take what Hulk Hogan means to me.
Oh yeah.
Away.
Because I would still blast Real. I'm still gonna blast Real American.
Real American is. I love his his WCW theme. I think American Made. The NWO theme is great. Voodoo Child by Jimi Hendrix was Hulk Hogan's theme when he was in NWO. But Real American will always hold that special place in my heart because that's my childhood.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I still have one of the weights from my Hulkamania workout set. My little blue 3-pound weight that has WWF on the end and Hulkamania. And
That's cool.
I remember the tape, it had the jump rope, it had the headband, it had 2 weights. I believe it had the hand grips, and it had a poster that, with different stuff on it with different workouts to show you how to do the workouts, and the tape that came with it, and it came with Hulk Hogan on it, and one of the things he said was this is Hulkamania, this is the Hulkster, I'm 6'7", 2 inches from heaven, and I'm 305, and I can whip any man alive. and that that was back in probably 85-ish, 86-ish, and I mean I still remember it. It's a core memory.
Yeah.
And I won't forget it. And I mean it hit me hard. And I've got upset over my course of my life of celebrities passing away.
Right.
But the 3 that I think that hit me the hardest was Christopher Reeve.
Yeah, that was definitely.
Because Superman was my man. Michael Jackson.
Yes, absolutely.
Because I mean, again, my childhood.
From ABC
to
boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. To where he decided to turn himself white.
And then Hulk Hogan. But I think Hulk Hogan
was definitely
that was the one that hit me the hardest.
Yeah.
And maybe it's because I love wrestling so much. Maybe because of what he meant to me.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just because that now that he's gone, it almost feels like that's the last of my innocence. That's the last of my childhood.
Yeah. I didn't think of it.
Now that's, I mean, you have certain things in life.
Because like all the greats are just.
Yeah. I mean, when Ric Flair goes, I'll be upset. But it won't be Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, because Ric Flair is more towards teenage, high schoolers, demographic, whereas Hogan was the kid. Like that to me, because when I think of Ric Flair, he was a smooth talking heel that always had the girl. So when you get to that age where you start liking girls and stuff like that, you're like, I want to be like Ric Flair.
Right.
But then you get Hogan's just like the kids, like it was just for the. But I get the fact that you said that, it was just like,
yeah,
especially for your generation.
Yeah, I was the golden age of wrestling, the golden era. That was my that was what I grew up on, with the Hulk Hogans, with the Roddy Pipers, with the Iron Sheiks, the Mr. Wonderfuls, the Superfly Jimmy Snukas, the Andres, the Big John Studs, that type of the Junkyard Dogs. That's what I grew up with, and to see the all-time number 1 numero uno gone.
The original, the guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's You know, that's the last part of my, you know, now I feel like I'm officially old.
Yeah.
It's just that's what it feels like. And
yeah, it just made you grow up when you didn't want to.
Yeah.
yeah, because I always, and I know you can always go back and watch.
But it's
Yeah,
not.
but it's not the same.
But the fact of knowing that he was there.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I always wanted to go to Hogan's Beach Shop. I always wanted to go to Clearwater Beach to you know, see that. And I've, you know, being in the business for the years that I was in there, and you know, I got to meet some people and wrestle some people that I never thought that I would meet or be able to do, or you know, as a kid, not being able to, you know, to have that.
Right. Yeah.
But I never got to meet Hulk Hogan. You know, I met Bret Hart. You know, I got to see Stone Cold before he was Stone Cold. You know, I've seen The Rock. I've seen Shawn Michaels. I've seen The Undertaker. You know, I got to meet some of my idols, but the
main
one that I would want to have met and would have been Hulk Hogan, and I'm sure I would have been just like a giddy schoolgirl.
You would have been a punk in prison.
Yes, it would have been. It would have probably taken me back to being a child.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I can see you now.
But it's just good. It's just nice. Well, as long as we all know that.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, Hulkamania.
Yeah,
Forever.
absolutely. Hulkamania that was my era all day.
Yeah, 1,000%. I mean, you know, and I'm sure I'll never get like that again. I did watch the little thing they did on SmackDown for him, and I will say that I did shed a couple tears. It wasn't nothing bad. It was just like tears rolling.
Right.
Yeah.
Nothing, not like a cry or nothing.
It's just like a moment of
the
happiness.
it started off and they had the, you know, the screen in the back with the iconic him ripping of the shirt, probably the most iconic one.
Absolutely.
And then they started playing Real American, and it was the slow build to it. And I was like, okay, this is getting ready to get
and
me.
that's what got him.
And then they started going back and showing some of his old stuff, and yeah, it was that shows, you know, some of his WCW stuff, but it was kind of it. I won't say it was closure, but yeah, it'll always be sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I just don't like that last image. I don't like the last image that it ended with him.
And I that won't be in my
Yeah.
that won't be. I'll never. That won't what I'll be remembered. I won't remember Hulk Hogan for that. I'll remember Hulk Hogan for all the great times, the way he made me feel.
Yeah.
As many shirts as I've ripped growing up. My mom hated it.
Yes.
I ripped many shirts. Yes,
Yes.
I just thought I was Hulk Hogan. I wanted to be Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, see, that's when everybody started wearing those muscle shirts anyway.
Yeah. And I always wanted
That's all his idea.
I always wanted a Hulk Hogan shirt, and I never got one. I used to make my own, so I would like, you know, draw the Hulkamania on. They'd give me a red shirt and draw the Hulkamania on it, or a yellow shirt and draw it on there. Then I got older and I got, you know, a couple of NWO shirts, and I think I got an NWO Hulk Hogan shirt, but still I've never had a red and yellow or yellow and red Hulkamania shirt, but I'm going to get one now.
So, yeah.
That's right.